All right, guys. Again, I apologize about that. Um, we were we were talking about posting from KV Core, and we were talking about going to a link and posting it to Facebook. Um, so I would suggest doing that on, I would suggest doing that on as many listings as you can. Now, when you post to Facebook does really matter. So if you think about it, the best times to post to Facebook are when? When do you guys think the best times to post to Facebook are?
Around lunchtime or either after 5.
Okay. Yeah.
Getting off work.
Yeah, because people don't work during lunchtime, and people don't work at 5. The other really good time to post is first thing in the morning, because when people get to work, do you think they're actually working for that first hour? Do you think they're just getting their coffee, seeing who's on Facebook, seeing what's going on? So there are strategically there are times that you do want to post on Facebook. There are actually days that are higher Facebook traffic than other days. Wednesday, when everybody's sitting there around lunchtime, more people are on Facebook than really any other time during the work week. They're ready for this week to be over. They're looking around, so you want to strategically kind of post these so that you get the most visibility. So let's talk a little bit about, go back over to here. So we talked about the coming soons, posting them on, on Facebook. Let's talk about a manual listing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over to our listings tab. And I'm going to clear filters. And I'm going to click on this manual under the property listings, you have MLS and you have manual. If I click on manual, I can go in and manually add a listing prior to it going on the market. So if you've got a front, normally what I would suggest people do is take a photo of the front of the house, take maybe 1 or 2 photos of the inside of the house before you leave, and use this as your your marketing. So let's just say 123 Main Street. Let's say downtown Greenville. That would be a good listing. You can pick the county, you can pick a neighborhood if you know what it is. Select the property details, select the photos, and you put the listing date. You can put remove from your site, so you can say, okay, I am putting it as a coming soon on 5/20, and on 5/21 I want it removed. Or you can link it to the you can link it to the MLS once it goes live. You can update it based off listing status, so it cancels it off when the listing goes live. It'll cancel it off of there. And then you go to add manual listing. That should it. Okay, so let me do it. So when I click on this now, I'm going to go back and I'm going to click on the address. And now it's going to allow me to do the same exact thing I did on those other listings, but it's going to allow me to share them on Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest and Craigslist. And this is my listing that I'm coming soon with, right? So I'm going to say in the remarks, I'm going to say coming soon, whatever this is. This literally will take you probably 5 minutes to do, and you can start posting it everywhere on Facebook. You can post it on Craigslist. You can post it on Pinterest. So that is another step of the marketing side that I would focus on, especially on coming soon listings. Same thing with just listed, doing the Facebook auto poster. If you have a walkthrough video, guys, walkthrough videos are really important now. Do the YouTube walkthrough video. You can also use Canva. A lot of people like Canva for Instagram. It works. You don't really have a link to anything on there. And one thing, I will kind of hint on this a little bit, but one thing I learned the other day is that Twitter is actually one of the most reputable news sources that is on the internet right now. So if you have a Twitter account and you go and you start putting information on Twitter about homes that you're selling, and you just kind of feed it just like you do on Facebook. You go in and you start auto posting these things to Twitter, and people begin to search for you on Google. It's going to pop up that you've got a legitimate business that you're running, because you are posting, you're posting on a legitimate news source that's verified by Google and the website. So a lot of people don't use Twitter, but it is a very good platform for marketing and a very good platform for branding that you want to take a look at. Just solds, same way that you can do the landing pages with the just solds, the Facebook, Instagram. We talked a little bit about Nextdoor. Nextdoor is a community. It's a community, I guess, app that there's a website and app where you go on and you can post information about listings. You can post about buyers. When I was running, when we were running our team, every time we would sell a property in an area that was tied to our Nextdoor app, we would go in and we would say, hey, we just sold this property in 24 hours. We've got more buyers. Who's looking to sell? You'd be surprised how many people actually come back and say, hey, I'm thinking about selling my property. I want to, I want to get a little bit more information. It is definitely a really good place to go when it comes to those things. So we talked a little bit about Facebook. Now what I want to do is kind of switch gears for a minute to talk about Craigslist. Most people completely overlook Craigslist, yet Craigslist is one of the easiest places that you can go to get free leads. Craigslist has changed a little bit over the years. When I first started out in real estate, that was my largest source of leads, was through Craigslist. And there's still ways that you can get leads in Craigslist. One thing that I want to, and what I've done is, again, I'm going to share all of this with you guys after this. But this is just kind of a step-by-step of how to go in and do a Craigslist posting. I'm going to walk you through really quick how to do that Craigslist posting. So I'm going to go back over to our KV Core platform. And let's just say I'm going to actually go back to a listing that we have photos on. Let's see here. All right, let's do this 516 Blossom Branch, okay? So I'm going to click on this. Under the listings tab, I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to click on the three dots. And then I'm going to go down to Post Craigslist. And I'm going to click on this. And I don't know if you guys saw this pop up, and it's because I have not connected this one as of yet. But what you want to do is you want to connect to Craigslist. So give me 1 second, and I'm going to log out, and I'm going to log into my old KV Core. And hopefully it's still connected to our old Craigslist from there. So we're going to click on here. We're going to post to Craigslist, and it's not. All right. So one thing that you can do is you want to go over to, and I apologize about this, go to marketing autopilot, and then lead gen. Choose the lead source, and you can connect to Craigslist. So what you want to do is connect a Craigslist account. So you want to create a Craigslist account, and then you go to, I'm just going to pull up Craigslist real quick. So once you create a Craigslist account, it should tie the two together. And then what it's going to do is it's going to post in your Craigslist, it's going to post, it takes literally 30 seconds for it to take all the information out of your KV Core when you hit that button, and then it automatically posts over into Craigslist. And if you guys need help doing this, since this was not already set up, I thought it was connected the two together, but since it's not, if you need help doing that, feel free to reach out to me. But it's one way that you can get free leads. I was looking at a webinar. The other day, and the guy posts roughly 5 to 10 listings a week on Craigslist. One thing that you want to do when you do post on Craigslist, and I put it down here, is once it posts, this first set of steps is really automatic. KV Core does all the work for you. What you'll want to do is you'll want to click on the edit button when you get into Craigslist. In the first sentence, just put, for more information, contact you and your phone number. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come back over to that listing that you put on there. Go back over to our listing here. And you're going to want to grab this direct link and just post that direct link into the KV Core, or into the Craigslist ad below your name. So again, the Craigslist is a way to get free leads. It's a way to get them. It's just a consistent thing. Honestly, you got to do it. But if you did 5 to 10, a week, I would say you could probably average 50 to 100 leads based off of those listings. Now, again, you're going to have to filter through those leads. We all know the internet leads sometimes are good, sometimes they're not so great. But that is something that you're going to have to kind of consider there. So one thing I want to show you guys now is really the importance of Facebook. And when you're posting anything real estate related in Facebook, especially when you link it back, or if you're using the auto poster from KV Core, you're going to want to post not only on your page, because you limit, when you post it on your page, you're limiting to about 25 to 50 people. You're going to want to post it on your page. You're going to want to post it, more importantly, on groups. Groups is where you really get to expand what you're trying to get out there. So this next slide that I have down here is just and literally I did this in about 5 minutes, just grabbing different groups off of Facebook. If you go into Facebook, you type in groups, there's another, once you type in groups, it'll pop up, the groups will pop up, and then you can go in and you can put in real estate, you can put in homes, but these are all just groups that I found that have thousands and thousands of people, that when you post in those groups, instead of it going out to 20, 30, 40 people that are on your page, it's going out to thousands of people on these groups. For example, I'm just going to click on this and it should take us over there. So this group here has 507 members, okay? This next group has 14,700 members. So essentially what you're going to be doing when you post in this is it's going to be reaching out to 14,700 people. There's no better way to get your coming soons your open houses, your Facebook leads, everything that you do, there's no better way to get those out there than posting it on a Facebook group. Always, always, always make sure that they link back to your KV Core into that listing. So, whether you're posting it directly through KV Core or if you're not doing it through KV Core, go grab the listing link down here and put it in whatever you're doing so that when they do click on it, it brings them back to this direct listing. Any questions so far on kind of the things that we talked about? Daryl had asked if I could share these list of Facebook groups. Yes, I'm going to put the videos, not just the one. I'm going to put both of these videos on Facebook, as well as the slides from this Zoom call, so you guys have this, and you should just be able to click on them. But this is like these 2, 4, 6 groups is minute on the amount of groups that are actually out there. There's hundreds of groups that are out there that you can go and click on. Anything you do marketing wise on Facebook, always do it in the groups and to your page and other things. So that is, if you can take anything away from this, is start posting in the groups. Next thing I want to talk to you guys about, and a lot of people they don't think about this that much, but it's using Zillow to find for sale by owners, and then if they're not wanting to sell with you, why not ask to see if they would allow you to market their house? I mean, imagine just getting free leads off of a really nice listing that's willing to pay you a buyer agent commission, but doesn't want to pay you a listing commission, but yet is allowing you to go get free business off of them. Most people will tell you yes. Most people are going to say, hey, that's fine. You can definitely you can sell it. So bring me a buyer is what they're going to tell you. And then you turn around and say, that's great. Would you mind if I do a little bit of marketing on your home so that I can bring you that buyer? So what I want to show you guys real quick is where to go to find this information. So I'm going to go over to Zillow. When you log into Zillow, you're going to put in, let's just say, Easley, South Carolina. All of your listings are going to pop up on the right-hand side. Now, typically when you log in, it's going to show pretty much everything. I'm going to clear out, for some reason it's not doing houses. All right, so it's going to have everything here. One thing you want to come over is you want to come over to the for sale tab, open that up, uncheck the agent one, and then the foreclosed and pre-foreclosed. That alleviates the rest of them and just leaves the buy owner in there, and then you can click on it. Now, what you want to do is you want to come over, and this is all for sale by owners. This is all potential business for you guys, so I would definitely reach out to some of these people. And then there's their phone number right there. Or if you scroll down a little bit further, there's their phone number again right there. So once you call them, they say, you know what, I'm going to try it on my own. I know I've sold 1,000 homes before. I can do this. You say, great. Would you mind if I help bring you a buyer and market your house a little bit? Sure, why not? So then what you're going to do is you're going to essentially save this picture. So save this picture to your internet, right, or to your computer. And then you're going to come back over to KV Core. And you're going to create a manual listing for their for sale by owner. And now you start marketing it on your Facebook, your Craigslist, wherever you want to market it to, you can market it. They've given you that permission to do so. So Zillow for sale by owners are really untapped on the marketing side. I don't know that I've ever seen that many agents to actually go out and start marketing for sale by owners for people. The other thing is ask them if they're having an open house. It'd be awesome if they had an open house and you go, hey, I see you have an open house this weekend. Would you mind if I do a little bit of marketing to see if I can bring some buyers to your open house? Now you go create a Facebook page or a Facebook post utilizing one of those landing pages, and again create that landing page to generate open house leads. So just some different strategies there that I wanted to kind of show you guys. Here's another one that people don't really think about that much. This one is more directing to getting listing leads. How many of you guys have driven around the area and see the We Buy Houses sign, or sell your house in 10 days, or cash for homes, or whatever? Tell you what those guys are. Those are what in the investing world they're called wholesalers. What they're looking to do is they're looking to find people that are wanting to sell their home for anywhere from 50 to 80% of the true value of their home. They're wanting just to close it out quick. They're wanting to get cash on the properties. What if you were to go and you were to put some of these signs out that says We Buy Houses, and then you use one of your text capture numbers from in Zillow or from in KV Core. So if you went back over to your KV Core and you go under lead engine, and you go to this call capture, okay, you go to call capture and you click start. This is showing the entire brokerage. What I want to do is I'm going to show you how to use this. So each of you have this. This is the phone number for all the text captures within our brokerage. Everybody has the same phone number to text in. Each of you have your own personal code. So you can also add additional codes, right? So what if I went down and I scrolled down to the bottom and I clicked on new, and I wanted to do my custom code is cash. And then my reply link, right? I can put my reply link. Let's just go over to my website, which is, your website, .irghomesearch.com. And then let's just say, for example, dustin.irghomesearch.com/sell. When you do /sell, that creates a link to your home valuation. So when they text cash to that phone number, they're getting this link right here, which is going to give them the ability to put in their address and get a quick market analysis of what their home is worth. So now that you've got their information, because when they text you or when they text back, it sends you their information. Now that you've got that information, you can reach out to them. So one way to reach out to them is to say, hey, we've got two options for you, not just one option. We'll come out and we'll present to you option one is being you can sell your house on the market. We can get you more money. And because of the market right now, it's doing very well. So we're probably going to sell it quick and try to do a traditional listing that way. Or you connect with other investors, or you connect with investors in the area, and then you essentially have an agreement to where you sell it to them, through a transaction. So you're representing the wholesaler and you're representing the seller of the property, and you sell it to them for, a reduced commission amount, so to say. So if they came in and they said, if you told them, I'm going to just kind of throw an example out there. If you said your property is worth $100,000, I could sell it as a traditional listing for $100,000 would you be interested? And they say, no, we just want to get it sold. Then you say, okay, option two would be to sell it to an investor at about 70%. So you go back, you connect with some investors. There's plenty of them out there. You can find them on Facebook as well. And you say, okay, so you're wanting to sell it at 70%. I will list it essentially. You do a 1-day listing and you sell it to a investor at 75% essentially. So you're getting a 5% commission out of the whole transaction. The investor's getting it at a reduced rate. The seller's getting it at a property at a quick sell, so they're not having to put it on the market, have the hassle of it going on the market, and you get your commission out of it. So there's different ways that you can do the We Buy houses. This is something that if you want to kind of talk a little bit more about it, I'd be more than happy to dive in with strategies on how to do that. It is just another marketing tactic. There are a lot of people that are out there that call these We Buy houses. There are a lot of these signs out there, and you've got to kind of stand out a little bit when it comes to these signs. Couple of questions just came in that I want to touch base, and then I've got two last things, and we'll kind of wrap this up. One is, what's the ruling on coming soons? The ruling on coming soon is you have 24 hours prior to it going live on the market that you can market it. If it's more than 24 hours, you can't do it. So it used to be you could get a piece of paper signed, you had a certain amount of time. Nor past this year that you have 24 hours from the time that you start marketing it to get it live on the market. The other one says, do we need written permission from for sale by owners to market them, or is verbal permission okay? I will always tell you written permission is going to be better than verbal. There's nothing contractual when it comes to verbal, but everything that you document can save your butt if somebody down the road took you to court over something. So document everything you do, whether it's with an agent, outside the brokerage, an agent within the brokerage, or a for sale by owner. If you're going to start marketing their properties, just get an email, just get a text message, whatever it may be. It just get something that says that that you've got permission to do so. Any other questions, real quick? All right. What I want to do is just kind of walk through real quick 6 different landing pages that are options that you can create. These are just different templates that you can go in, you can create the landing pages. I just wanted to kind of walk through them real quick with you. Again, you're going to have all these, so you don't have to worry about taking notes of what they say and everything. The first one is an area that you cover. So what I want to show you guys is on the website itself, so your IRG website, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, it's going to give you different areas that you cover, right? So let's just say, let's use, I got more here. Let's see. Let's use Traveler's Rest for as an example. So you click on the Traveler's Rest button, and a great landing page for Traveler's Rest would be, want to know what the most popular property in Traveler's Rest is today? Free weekly list of hot buyers around your area. We can email you, we can do, we can send you instant updates. So then what you do is you go to your landing page, you click on the MLS where the MLS tab was. I'm going to go over here so I can just show you real quick. So I've gone to my KV Core. Sorry, I got too many tabs here. I've gone to my KV Core, the front end site, right? So the website itself. And I know that the most popular home right now in Traveler's Rest is this 200 Night Ridge. So I'm going to click on this. And I'm going to grab this MLS number here. and I'm going to come back to my landing page, and I'm going to change my background. I'm going to click on MLS. I'm going to change my background to that picture. Okay. Now I'm going to say, you want to know what the most popular home in Travelers Rest is? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm going to save it. So that's one way. You got areas that you cover. You want to be the expert in those areas. You can do neighborhoods, you can do areas, you can do lakes, you can do whatever that looks like. You could do the most popular home in Lake Erie, Lake Hartwell, any of the lakes in Spartanburg. The next one is the just solds. So doing a just sold one is a great way to get additional people that are looking to sell homes. Put in there, hey, I just sold this property in 3 days. The emojis actually get more clicks. A lot of people don't use them, but for some reason, the little emoji thing get more clicks. So you can use those. Here's another one. We have 6 buyers looking in whatever school district it is, right? So then you go in, you just do a search for that school district on the website itself, get the link, and then you've got that that landing page set up. I thought this one was kind of cool. We're in a time where things are different. People are struggling, and really, this is a time where all of our agents could help out, right? Our agents, if we really sat down and we looked at everything, we're all blessed. We're blessed to be in a business that, it did slow down, but it did not shut down. And a lot of other companies and a lot of other people were laid off. A lot of other people don't have jobs right now. A lot of other people are struggling. Whereas, with real estate, people are always going to be buying houses and people are always going to be selling houses. So what better time to engage in the community, become a community leader in your community. And it's really great branding for yourself as well. So becoming that community leader, team up with a food bank, team up with a local charity or a local church or something that you can do to donate. You can donate. And then what you do is you just create a landing page on where they can go. Do a little video. This guy did a little video here of the walkthrough at the community bank. Your goal here is not necessarily to gain leads so much, but you do gain people's information to where now you can just kind of start reaching out in different ways. Start reaching out, letting them know about community events and community things to where when they do sell or when they do buy, you become that community leader that they're going to turn to. We talked about the coming soon. We've got that one. This one is another good one. First-time home buyers. So creating a first-time home buyer landing page that that goes to either a video that you have that you can post on there about buying homes, or teaming up with a lender and talking about what first-time home buyers get into. This is a great way to gain first-time home buyer leads. All of these you need to be posting on those Facebook pages. And then the last thing I want to just to kind of show you guys is this is the training, a link to the training that KV Core has been doing on a daily basis. KV Core has what they've called their training summit, and it is running from April 1st until the end of May. They have been doing literally every type of training that you can think of when it comes to the platform, how to gain buyers, how to gain sellers, really marketing-wise, branding-wise, paid advertising, free advertising, retargeting on Facebook is a big one now, doing videos, doing live tours. So if you guys haven't been jumping on these, I would highly suggest it. You can go back and watch all the ones that they recorded. Every one of them is an hour long. There's a tremendous amount of information there. So Hope that the training today was good. Sorry with the technical difficulty with our lovely internet. But I hope everything was good for you guys. Hope you learned a little bit on some strategies to do when it comes to marketing, and some strategies to do that will help you to gain free leads, and really build your brand out there, and build yourself as a professional in our industry, and really get it out to the thousands and thousands of people that you possibly can. So hope you guys, had a great interaction today. Any questions before we head out? All right, that sounds good. So if you guys do have any questions, just feel free to get with me. I am going to put this on Facebook here later on today, and then we'll definitely have it for you. Maria said, "Did you ever go over that URL?" Which URL? Which URL, Maria?
The fourth thing on KV Core on the landing page, your URL after login, optional.
This right here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Sorry, my internet was breaking up, so I don't know if you went out.
No, I did. Actually, I think we got knocked off right around the same time. So this URL is where you're going to direct people to, right? So most of the time it's going to be from your front side website. So what you're going to want to do is, and I'm just going to run an example real quick for you guys. Let's just say I want to do a search for first-time home buyers, right? And I want to direct people that when they come onto my site, I want to direct them to what I would consider kind of a first-time home buyer price point. So let's just say they're in Anderson, and you can click on city or county. So I'm going to click Anderson County. I'm going to click, let's just say 2 bedrooms and a minimum number, let's say 100,000 to 200,000. So when I hit search, it's going to create a search on my front end of my website. The URL that you're going to want to put into this is this URL up here. So I would just copy this and paste it in here. And what you're going to do is when they click, like when you post this and they click on it, they put their information in. As soon as they hit submit, or as soon as they hit see the list now, what it's going to do is it's going to direct them directly to this. And now you get to start seeing everything that they're viewing on their end on the back end of your KV Core. Did that help?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, awesome. Any other questions? Okay, well, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I think last week, I apologize, we had a training that I overlooked. So I'm going to be redoing that training here very soon on redoing your business plan. So I'll let you guys know when that's coming out. But again, I'll post this on Facebook today. I appreciate you guys jumping on with us, and I hope you learned something and go implement something and start getting some free leads. You guys take care, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Thanks, Justin.